Anyway, just to explain the situation. So fiber is now, see, the shell prices moving up this way is very dangerous for RE power plants. Because if you start a power plant today, end of the year, the price may move up 10 times or 20 times. It happened in Thailand. They started off the 10 megawatt power station, the price was 50 bucks. End of the year it became 600 bucks. Really happened 12 times. Until they had to shut down the RE power plant. So we don't want that kind of situation to happen. An RE power plant, when you start, make sure it runs for 21 years. Otherwise you're investing money and you're going to lose it, and everybody will condemn RE power plant, and the green and blue, everything will go off. We want to make sure it works. How do we want to make sure it works? We have to control the price, regulated price by the government. I suggested this to the ministry. I think our ministry man here. They were very willing to accept my suggestion, and we are working on that now. Regulating the price. We fix up a price, peg it against a known fuel which we buy, and then we can have a price structure where people cannot escalate the price as they like. The moment you give it to them to do what they want with the price will move up and kill the project, for which it is meant. Once it is fixed, I honestly believe our RE plants will work. Because fuel is the cause of all the problems. Everywhere it fails around the world, if it ever fails around the world, it is because of the fuel. Not proper attention being given to that. So we have these three types shown in red here. 23 tons of empty fruit bunch, 6 tons of shell. It's actually not 6%, it's 6 tons and 13 tons of fiber. These three are the main components here. And the amount used by the mills varies according to the type of boiler they use. Some of them are very old boilers, specifically meant to work as an incinerator. The earlier boilers were actually incinerator cum boiler because we wanted to get rid of the fuel. Part of it for power generation, part of it to get rid of it because you don't have to pay money to get rid of it. Now, empty fruit bunch has got other uses now coming into the scene now. One is the Ecomat, which didn't really work much. We supplied a few for the Beijing Olympics. And now we are trying to do catalytic depolymerization. It's a new technology from AlphaCat, Germany. Within 45 minutes, this technology can convert empty fruit bunch to liquid fuel. They call it synthetic diesel. What really happens in nature takes about 3 million years. You can do it in 45 minutes. I hope it really means that way. But AlphaCat has got a technology, and a few plants are running in Germany and Canada, I think. And we are doing a research work on that one. Our plant will be ready by end of this year in Pekan, under Nuclear Energy Agency, MPOB, and the Shahjahan company, private company, with funding from Mosty. I hope it works well, which means every palm oil mill can produce. Once you have it as in liquid form, you can take this whole thing, supply to your state electricity board, the Sabah electricity board. Let them put up the plant and running. You just supply. Every palm oil mill can do that, which means you have 100 over palm oil mill, everybody can contribute. This is what I will suggest is good for Sabah. Let everybody be able to contribute, because the other ones, you set up biogas plants, you won't have enough fuel, biomass or biogas. You need about 4 or 5 palm oil mills to jointly produce 10 megawatt power station. No point in putting 1 megawatt power station because it costs you a lot of money for transmission line. It's not a power station which costs more, it's a transmission line which kills you. That's why we set up 10 kilometers as a sort of optimum distance. In fact, in PTM we set up the ton limitation. So we should strive for that, so that every palm oil mill can take part. Another option is, if you can get the methane gas, that's on the gas side, you can put it in a cylinder. If you have a method of compressing it and putting it in a cylinder, you can transport it to a central place and you do whatever you want, or even sell it for domestic use. These are options available which are practical. So this one, I think I mentioned these things before. This calorific value, probably you won't be very interested in the calorific value, but anyway, just to mention it, empty fruit bunch has got a calorific value of 3,000 kilojoules per kilogram. This is a heating value, heat content of the fuel. When it is dry, it's 18,000. And the shell is about 20,000 kilojoule per kilogram. And the bagasse is 22,000. So you can actually pack this with bagasse if you want to fix up a price. And based on the calorific value, you can have a proportionality. And the price can be published maybe once a month. And then the power station can use that as a guide for buying it. So you are actually thinking in terms of transporting kilojoules rather than the biomass. Makes more sense, because that's what you want, kilojoules. Because if you burn 100 kilojoules of a fuel containing 100 kilojoules, you will get 80 kilojoules of steam value. And then if you want to convert it to electricity, it's about 23% of the fuel thermal efficiency. But if it is an IC engine, you can get about 38%. All should be sort of compared in terms of heating values rather than the bulk itself. This is the value here. If you want to do a cube conversion, 100 tons of FFB, the potential value here is 23 kilowatt hour, or units, the units we call it, per ton of FFB, because this is totally converted. All the heat, everything is considered in this equation. Or if you want to pomade, the palm oil mill effluent is 32 kilowatt hour per ton of palm oil mill effluent. This is based on 70%.